Welcome once again to A House Around the Corner. I'm your host, Tricia Ziemer, and we're here with the lovely Jan Thorpe, who's the Centre Manager of the Wingate Community Centre in Ascot Vale. Thank you very much for joining us, Jan.
Thank you, Tricia, for having us.
So the CCH media team has been lucky enough to come down and film your men's cooking group, Fellows on Friday. Can you tell us about this initiative?
Fellows on Friday came out of a 2010 needs assessment at the centre, where we saw that our centre mainly focused on women. So we started a men's focus group who said cooking was something that they would really like to experience. They actually have a community garden plot in Ascot Vale at the community garden, and they do food to table. So it's been a great initiative.
What are the benefits to the men?
So the benefits of the men is one, that they meet together and become friends, but they also break down social isolation. Some of them have gone off to complete hospitality. So from that course, there's been many pathways through education.
Thank you so much for joining me, Jan.
Thank you so much for the opportunity for coming out today and being able to display Wingate's Fellows on Friday.
My name is Eunice Benham. I'm a research project worker at Wingate Community Centre, and I assist with the men's program. The men's program started back in March 2011. What we noticed at the community centre was that there were a lot of isolated men living around the neighbourhood but weren't utilising the services of the centre. So we began a men's group, seeing if we can get them together and get them to look at programs. And one of the programs we looked at was horticulture across the road, where they had a little garden spot. That seemed to work really well, and more numbers came in, and that's when we decided to start up a cooking program on a Friday.
I'm Adrian Healy.
Yeah, my name's Tom and we're from the Men program in Ascot Vale Community Centre, Wingate. Yeah, I discovered the centre around 4 years ago when I first moved into the area. I didn't know much around the area, so I come in and the staff were more than willing to help me to direct me in the right direction. So
I was born in my numeracy literacy schools. That's how I discovered Wingate Avenue. One of the ladies said we were going to run a men's program, do you want to join? So I did.
The men were hesitant initially to come into the centre and to use the services that we provide. They didn't feel comfortable walking in, and they didn't feel like they belonged within this community.
I wasn't too sure about the cooking and stuff, but since I've started, I've learned a fair bit about it.
When Adrian came in, he was very shy, did not want to talk to anyone. His confidence was quite low, and eventually talking to others and getting assistance in a holistic way with other workers, his life changed and it became much better than it was when he walked in. Tom's been living in the area for about 4 years. At the beginning, he didn't trust many of the men, and he had his reasons for that. And eventually, he got to know what the program is about, and he felt that this place was a safe place to come in, be himself, and open up not just to the workers, but to his other mates within the men's group.
So we're all from different backgrounds, and we all get to know each other. It brings out a confidence in each other.
I've advanced in my communication skills. It's all been here, because when I first started I was very nervous and all that, but as you can see now I'm not too bad.
The week before we have a menu, we decide on what we want to cook. We get one of the men or two of the men to take on the leadership, to look at the menu, do a bit of research. We talk together as a group. They then go to the garden and see what vegetables are there. They also look in the fridge and see what else is in there. We give them a small budget, in which on Thursday the two leaders would go to the supermarket, buy the food and then have it ready for Friday. We then get all the men in between 10 and 10:30. We prepare together. We then cook, obviously, and have a laugh about it. We sit together and eat.
We cook spaghetti bolognese, scalloped potatoes,
Curries, stews, just have barbecue sometimes, and nice day like today.
One of the challenges that we tend to have is getting men to come on time, because we need quite a few men to prepare and get everything ready, and also for them to feel like no one's just coming in to eat. We make sure that everyone helps and everyone stays around until everything's cleaned up and it's ready for next week. The program's successful because it's a mixture of men that come in. They've all got different backgrounds and different barriers, and they respect one another, and whoever walks in here gets welcomed, and there are rules that we tend to have in regards to, you know, not disrespecting anyone and from their background or whatsoever, and taking them on as another colleague, another mate who comes in. We empower them in a sense where we get them to cook the food, to prepare it, to clean up, and to get it organised. A lot of these men do not have that opportunity to eat with other members of the family or friends, so they love coming here on a Friday because they feel like it's a time when they get together with people that they trust, they respect, and they have a great time with. So we sit as a family, we talk about different issues and different points of life, about things that are occurring in the outside world. And it's a great thing also is what we cook is not just basic food. We make 2 different meals, so it's like them going to a restaurant, which again, not all of the men are able to do. So that's just been wonderful.
Also in the men's program, sometimes there's outings, pitches, bowling, table tennis, darts. Yeah, so there's all sorts of activities besides the cooking.
The highlights of the program would be the fact that every man who comes in here actually gets something out of it. They don't just come in here, it's not just about eating, but learning about communication skills, learning about teamwork, respecting other cultures, but also accessing other services to get help in different ways.
When I got an invitation to their AGM meeting and I had to do a talk in front of about 90 to 100 people.
I was very nervous, and because it was my first time speaking to that many people, and it was very nerve-wracking, and now I'm fine because the centre has helped me out, and which is quite good.
Yeah, I like the centre because the community centre's it's got all walks of life, multicultural. Not just that, the staff here are very welcoming.
Broaden my horizons. Everybody here is like a second family to me, and great atmosphere.
There's heaps of other courses from the men's program also that you can step into if you like.
The hopes for the program for the future is to actually look at a men's shed and to have a place for them to hang out on a daily basis. Some of these men don't have much to do during the day, and so for them to be able to have a place where they can do woodwork or just sit there and play darts was one of our aims.
It's a beautiful group of people around, especially the staff, and I just haven't also got friends in the men's program, I've also got friends and staff as well, so it's good.
Learn Local provides quality education and training to people of all ages and backgrounds and has hundreds of locations across regional Victoria.
Learn Local gave me the opportunity to complete my schooling and get the job I wanted.
I never completed school, but I got the training I needed to get a great job.
At Learn Local, I did the course I wanted to change my career.
Learn Local, flexible, friendly and just around the corner. Take your next step with us. Authorised by the Victorian Government, Melbourne.